Opinions and stories around the game we love, told by your favorite storytellers. Stay up to date with all things cricket. Subscribe to CrickBuzz's YouTube channel and press that bell icon now.
Well, with all that's happened there, a 17-run victory, which I think will be a little bit of relief for Punjab. How much of a relief? Only the points table can tell us, because the important numbers, along with, of course, PTS, is NRR. So for Punjab, minus 0.043. Yes, it's down, but not down by too much. If they had been 70 all out. Delhi, plus 0.255, Lisa, with 14 points. Now, if that cluster is there on 14, they're looking very healthy at the moment.
Yeah, they are, aren't they? And, it's also a psychological boost just to be in the top four. Just to get there and be in that situation. And we were talking about how whoever wins today, destiny is in their own hands. So you could see the relief in the dugout, the coaching staff, they very relieved, very happy. That net run rate, positive it is, just gives them a little bit of a buffer, doesn't it, really?
Well, so we know, yes, in terms of net run rate and everything, Delhi, let's just assume now, Delhi lose their last match, Bangalore lose their last match, Kolkata could get to 14, Punjab could get to 14, so that's 4 possible teams on 14, and Hyderabad with 2 matches to play could also get to 14. So there's a possibility, Joy, and not an unreal one, of 5 teams on 14 here, which is where everything comes down to net run rate, because there's really only one spot up for grabs now.
Yeah, and if that net run rate comes around, then the 2 teams who have the strongest chance are Delhi and Kolkata, because Delhi is sitting on plus 2.255, Kolkata is on plus 0.16, which is not bad at all. Both these teams are strong, but remember, if that has to happen, that really means that Hyderabad is winning their last 2 matches. That's the only way that can happen. And if that happens, I suspect Hyderabad will be climbing up as well, because they have 2 matches to improve run rate. So there's a whole lot of things to think about, but at least Delhi say, we win ours, there's very little chance. The only people, if we win ours, who can catch us are Bangalore. And the difference between ours and Bangalore is so high that it's almost impossible for Bangalore to catch us if we win ours. And besides, we'll know that.
What it does tell you is that Chennai and Mumbai, who are the only ones who have E's next to their name, and if you go back to the fact that we had an 8-team tournament last year, it means that at this stage of the tournament, everyone bar 2 are very much still in the thick of things.
That's always the case, isn't it? Really, the last week, even the last weekend, tends to come down to everyone still has an opportunity. So, yeah, I guess 2 extra teams, still 8 teams vying for qualification. I'm still surprised we haven't seen a queue next to the other 2. Like, there's still only 1 queue. Like, why are we not seeing Lucknow and Rajasthan with a queue?
Because what you can have is a situation where Delhi win theirs, Bangalore
lose,
and
right, so
by such huge margins that
correct.
One of
Gotcha.
those.
Yeah, definitely Delhi. Delhi already plus 0.255. They can definitely win their last, get to 16. Lucknow has slipped a little bit, so they lose their last match by whatever margin. Delhi will definitely be ahead of them. So so it's basically Bangalore. In order for the queue to come, I think the entire key lies, Joy, with Bangalore. They need to win that last game by a huge margin in order for Rajasthan or Lucknow, or both, to slide down that much. That's why they've not got a queue yet.
Wow.
It's just
It's crazy.
But that's the beauty of the tournament. That is, no matter which way you slice it, cut it, dice it, you say, okay, this tournament's decided, this is boring. You'll end up with this sort of complete cliffhanger at the end.
Yeah, but just for Delhi, in terms of summing up the entire victory, problems for Punjab, yes, but very much still in it, not completely eliminated. But Delhi were going through a phase when you've already not started considering them. We were talking Rajasthan, Lucknow, Gujarat, Bangalore were always being talked about as a 4th team. Now Delhi, because of what they'd gone through for a few games, are suddenly putting their hand up, minus Prithvi Shaw, to say, we are contenders and we're leading contenders, Lisa.
Yeah, and as we've kind of said throughout tonight, is it's almost like they're switching on at the right stage of the tournament. They've Mitch Marsh has been a huge inclusion for them, and what he's been able to do with the bat in hand. Same again, it was last game and then also tonight. He was one of the reasons why they got to that total. And then their spinners are world class. And when you start playing on pitches that are assisting the spinners, and you've still got your pacemen that are doing well, it's a good combination. I mean, the one thing that they're missing, and Joy mentioned it as well, is Rishabh Pant. And it seems like the skippers of a lot of the sides are just struggling to find some runs. So he's got one more opportunity to get it right and turn it on.